baby. So, you're having a Halloween party, huh?
Well, this is the Haunted Star. I thought I should live up to its name. You think you want to come?
Oh, I don't think so. You know, right now I am up to here with ghosts and goblins and Duke Lavery rising from the grave.
I thought you were going to prove he's a ringer.
Well, that was the plan, but it didn't turn out so well. I actually ended up proving he's the love of Anna's life.
Forensics pulled 2 slugs from Bernie Abrams. One matches the gun we found here last night that has Joe Scully's prints on it. And Coroner says there's gunpowder residue on Scully's hands.
Okay, Scully's one of the shooters, obviously.
Gotta find out where that other bullet came from.
This Bernie Abrams, he worked for your father.
He did.
We need to find out who, other than Scully, wanted Sonny's accountant dead.
Got a DNA sample.
I'm afraid to ask.
I was able to get a few strands of the smarmy bastard's hair, but the real Duke Lavery died before DNA profiling, so there was nothing to match it to.
Oh, so you
Then
can't...
I got his fingerprints, and they were a perfect match.
Well, I guess that's it then.
No, not necessarily. If enough money and a skilled identity thief, you can fake the
A
fingerprints.
skilled identity thief?
Hey, I know a con when I hear one, Lulu. This guy did not spend 20 years in a Turkish prison, and if he's lying about that, he's lying about everything.
Yeah, but Dad, if you can't prove it...
If I can't prove that this guy isn't Duke Lavery, I can at least prove that Duke Lavery is up to no good.
All right, so this Bernie Abrams, your father's accountant, he transfers the bulk of Sonny's assets into your sister's name. The idea being that her husband, Scully's son, would inherit in the very likely event of her death. How on earth did all of that get past Sonny?
Bernie was more than an accountant. He was a consigliere. He ran Sonny's business, knew the inner workings, moved the money around. Like, everyone would say that he was completely loyal.
Yeah, but you put someone in that kind of position, they've got a lot of power to do damage. Do you think Jason Morgan found out and he shot him? That's because he found out that Bernie was being disloyal?
Bernie used his last breath to tell Sonny that Jason was shot and in the water. He wouldn't do that for the guy who just shot him.
There's definitely a second shooter, then.
According to Trey, his father was working with someone else.
A partner?
Not so much a partner, but a boss, someone he had to answer to.
Okay, so then assuming this individual gave the order to hit Bernie, do you think he was also behind the transfer of the assets? Or do you think that Scully was acting alone there?
No, Scully's not smart enough, and he wouldn't have the foresight to engineer this kind of thing.
Then we need to ID the second shooter. He's responsible for everything that happened here last night.
All right, what if Duke is exactly who he says he is? He's a victim of circumstance, and after all these years in captivity, he's come back because of his love for Anna.
A, I don't believe it. B, so what? I don't care. She's taken.
Does she think that?
Well, maybe taken's a little strong. She's otherwise involved. We've got a good thing going. We really do. I'm not going to let this spud mess it up.
But he's still her husband.
Thank you for that.
I'm sorry. I know that this is frustrating, but obviously Anna sees it differently than you do.
Look, let's talk about you and your cop husband. How's the parenthood thing going? Is it all on track and everything? Oh, what, did I put my foot in my mouth?
It turns out that Dante and I can't have a child after all.
Sperm problems?
That's me.
You? What?
I have a condition where I can get pregnant, but I will miscarry sometime in the second trimester. So anytime Dante and I create a baby, I will lose it.
I'm so sorry.
But it's not the end.
No. What's this?
It's supposed to be alternatives. I mean, I guess there's more to parenthood than giving birth, right?
I need a list of everyone who came into contact with Scully this year. So I need his phone records, computer, everything, the works.
I'll get a copy of the visitor logs for Atlantic City. He did about a month in lockup before charges were dropped.
You need to interview the guards, cellmates, any associates at all.
Also, hey, you know, the ME says that he had proper medical care for that bullet wound in his shoulder.
No.
Something above and beyond whatever Tracy did for him.
Well, he didn't go to the hospital, so we need to find out where he went after the Quartermains.
Well, he went underground. He was gone for a week.
Do you think he was holed up with this individual, you know, the one the son mentioned? Maybe it was the...
Adoption, huh? That's a big decision.
We haven't made any decisions. I mean, we really even haven't had a chance to talk about much. Up until a couple days ago, I was still very focused on getting pregnant.
Well, it's a cold old world out there, and there are a lot of kids, broken-hearted, who need love and a home. So if you're willing to open your arms to them, I'm proud of you. You're gonna make an amazing mother.
Thank you. It's just been a long couple days. I need to talk things over with Dante, just like you need to talk with Anna.
Police!
Anyone there?
Well, no one there, but we definitely had a visitor.
A visitor of very expensive taste. Look at that.
Anna knows more about how suspicious this Lavery character is than she wants to admit.
I meant you need to talk about your relationship.
Relationship?
Be honest with your feelings and what you have to offer.
Oh, darling, I don't know that I have anything to offer. Probably nothing except I appreciate the woman she is.
Well, don't tell me that, tell her.
Well, you know, commitment is not really my thing.
Compared to Duke, who stayed committed to her through all those rough years in prison.
Hey, this is not helping.
I am just telling you what you're up against.
I know what I'm up against. I just don't know how to handle it.
I think that you should focus on proving why you are the right man for Anna instead of trying to prove that Duke is the wrong one.
Look, Spencer. What a surprise.
Duke.
It's in pretty good condition. Means it hasn't been here long. I don't think it has anything to do with the shooting last night, though.
But it could. It's a pretty good vantage point, clear line of sight for seeing Bernie and Joe and Jason showing up.
All right. So if we're correct, and Scully was under orders to take out Bernie, and then whoever gave those orders, maybe they showed up, they wanted to supervise in person, and they saw things weren't going as planned, and the second shooter stepped in to finish the job.
So,
Hi, Dante.
Hi, Sam. Hi. I'm so sorry for your loss. Is this little baby? Hi, I'm so happy that you guys are reunited again.
I'm just trying to find my husband.
This is a crime scene right now. We're just beginning our
Commissioner remembers that we are licensed investigators.
Yes, we are. So what were you saying about second shooter?
I'm looking for John Zakara or Leslie Lou Falconeri.
That would be me, Lulu Spencer Falconeri.
Spencer.
She's my daughter, as if you didn't know it.
What can I do for you?
Well, I'm actually, I'm looking for a job. I'm sure your father's filled you in. I've been gone for quite a while through no choice of my own, and I'm hoping to reestablish myself.
Of all the chin joints in all the towns in all the world, you had to come into my daughter's.
I had no idea that this was a Spencer operation. I've been to all the nightclubs in town looking to see if anybody needs a manager. I used to have my own club here in Port Charles. It was, you may have heard of it. It was called Duke's.
Ooh, creative.
I won't waste any more of your time. Please excuse me.
Mr. Lavery, wait.
Carl.
Jason came down here in response to a phone message from Bernie, correct?
Yeah, Bernie left him a message and he said it was a matter of
Do you
life and
still
death.
have that recording? Because if we can analyze it, there might be something in there we can hear.
Yes, actually, I do, and I think that's a really good idea. If we can figure out who the second gunman is, maybe we can figure out where Jason is.
Yep.
Perfect. Yeah.
Oh, she's
She's in some serious denial.
Oh, I don't know. That's what everyone calls it, denial. And you actually feel like it's hope. And when that goes away, that's when it becomes very painful. Sometimes things get turned around, though, and your hope gets realized.
I have plenty of experience, I can assure you. I can be efficient and discreet. I'll make sure things run smoothly.
We don't need a manager,
Oh, I see.
but what we do need is a bartender.
What? Hold on.
Well, I'd be delighted.
What?
Well, I can do an honest day's work for honest pay.
That would be great. I have to speak with my partner, of course, and drop the paperwork, but if you wouldn't mind coming back tonight.
What?
Of course I will. Well, thank you, Miss Spencer Falconati.
Oh, call me Lulu.
Thank you, Lulu. I won't disappoint you. You have a remarkable daughter, Spencer.
What just happened here? What?
So have forensics run these fibers, see if there's any DNA present. Maybe help us find the second shooter. Looks like it's off a scar. Doesn't it look like a fringe?
Yeah.
What in the name of hell do you think you're doing?
Think, Dad. Keep your friends close.
And your enemies close to your daughter? No. No, I don't like this. Where did you learn to be so devious?
Guess.
So follow up with ballistics, see if they've had any progress with that second bullet. And you know, listen, if Sam comes in with that recording, just process it, all right? Don't try to convince her about her husband or anything. Just let her come to it in her own time.
I get it. I understand. I will.
Okay.
Anna.
Yeah. Duke, what are you doing down here?
I got lucky. I got myself a job.
Oh?
Do you have time? Do you want to hear about it? I'm very excited.
No, I'm working right now.
Oh, all right. Well, there's a shooting down here, yeah? I read about it in the paper.
Yeah.
How's it going?
Fine, you know, following up on some leads.
Good work.